The angels and the sea. Verses 1 and 2, then I saw another sign in heaven, great and amazing, 7 angels with 7 plagues, which are the last, for with them the wrath of God is finished. And I saw what appeared to be a sea of glass mingled with fire, and also those who had conquered the beast and its image and the number of its name standing beside the sea of glass with harps of God in their hands. So another sign is seen in heaven, and once again, there's a view into heaven right before the bowl judgments, just like there was before the seals and the trumpets. There was also a vision into heaven right before them. And it says these are the last. The wrath of God is finished with them. The 7 bowls or plagues are carried out by angels, just like the seals and trumpets, and they will take place at the end of the tribulation time in very quick succession. It says those who conquered the beast, obviously referring to the saints who followed Christ during the tribulation. It says a sea of glass mixed with fire. You see this sea of glass also mentioned in Revelation 4, verse 6, when it shows God's throne. Also in Exodus 24, verse 10. But now it's mingled with fire. Possibly because God's judgment is about to be unleashed, and God's judgment is associated with fire in Hebrews 10:27 and in Hebrews 12:29. And again, it says they have harps. They are worshiping God at this time because of what he is accomplishing. Verses 3 and 4 talk about the song of Moses and the Lamb. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and amazing are your deeds, O Lord God the Almighty. Just and true are your ways, O King of the nations. Who will not fear, O Lord, and glorify your name? For you alone are holy. All nations will come and worship you, for your righteous acts have been revealed. Song of Moses. You remember when they came out from Egypt, they crossed the Red Sea, they sang a song in Exodus 15. It was called the Song of Moses. It was a song of victory by the Israelites for their deliverance by God. Perfect, fitting for this occasion where the tribulation saints will also be victorious and have this deliverance from the Antichrist. And it says the Song of the Lamb, which was a song focused on Christ. The Lamb, you see in Revelation 5, 8-14, who delivered all saints from eternal suffering. So it's these two temporary deliverance, Song of Moses, just like Egypt, Pharaoh, and now Antichrist or the beast, and now you have eternal deliverance, the Lamb. So that's the theme, deliverance. All nations will come to worship you. That's the millennium. At this point, this is what's going to happen. He's going to rule over the whole earth, and the entire earth will come to him. And then finally, verses 5-8, the sanctuary. After this I looked, and the sanctuary of the tent of witness in heaven was opened, and out of the sanctuary came the 7 angels with the 7 plagues, clothed in pure bright linen with golden sashes around their chests. And one of the 4 living creatures gave to the 7 angels 7 golden bowls full of wrath of God who lives forever and ever. And the sanctuary was filled with smoke from the glory of God and from his power. And no one could enter the sanctuary until the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were finished. Sanctuary of the tent of witness, that's another term for the Holy of Holies. This is the Holy of Holies that is in heaven, God's presence. So God is therefore the source of these bowl judgments. That's what it's telling us. It's coming out of his presence. 7 angels clothed in pure, bright linen. These are God's angels. They're pure. They're holy angels who live in his presence, who are set apart for his service. Said they have a golden sash, maybe because they represent Christ, who, if you remember in Revelation 1, was described as having that golden sash. And the bowls. Bowl gives you the idea of dumping. And that's kind of what these judgments are at the very end. They're just come down, not like sprinkling. I mean, these judgments are poured full strength on the earth at this time. It says one of the 4 living creatures. We know that's one of the cherubim. And it says smoke from the glory of God and from his power. If you remember, smoke covered Mount Sinai when God descended on it to give the 10 Commandments. And even here in heaven, you see the glory of God creates this powerful smoke whenever he is set to act as a ruler or as a judge. And then finally it says no one could enter the sanctuary. Something very, very similar and almost identical happens in 2 Chronicles 5, verses 13 and 14. The cloud of God's glory will prevent anyone from entering, and all attention will be on the earth and these final judgments that are taking place.